This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Peter Dubois.
And I'm Beth Jones. The suspect in an incident that led to an officer-involved shooting in Alton made his initial appearance today at the Penobscot County Superior Court. The incident also left a woman with life-threatening injuries.
45-year-old Javon Carter is being charged with aggravated attempted murder, elevated aggravated assault, kidnapping, aggravated assault, and terrorizing with a dangerous weapon. According to the court affidavit, the incident started on the morning of May 26th when Carter's girlfriend fled her home in Milford after allegedly being choked. That's when Carter allegedly chased her down and struck her with a hammer. Those court documents show at 9:50 a.m. dispatch received a message from Carter's sister that her brother had struck his girlfriend in the head with a hammer and that he was suicidal. Approximately 10 minutes later, the location of Carter's girlfriend's cell phone was found at Penobscot National Road off of Argyle Road in Alton. Court documents show 12 minutes later, an officer spotted a gray Ford Focus at the location of the victim's cell phone, which led to 1 minute later when shots were fired. It was then reported that Carter had been shot by an officer and the victim laid in the passenger seat in serious condition due to that alleged hammer attack.
The nature of the charges is extremely serious here, not only in terms of the assault on the victim, in which he was beating her in the head and face with a hammer, but also in terms of the fact that after that, deciding he wasn't going to go to jail, he was going to have the police kill him. That is one of the most reckless, dangerous things that a person can do, and probably one of the most notable things in terms of bail and the level of danger to society here.
Carter's bail has been set at $100,000 cash. The victim is still in critical condition.
A man accused of refusing to stop his vehicle near the Canadian border after indicating he had a bomb in his possession made his initial court appearance as well. Maine State Police say on Monday a trooper tried to stop a vehicle driven by 42-year-old Tony Holford on I-95 North in Holton, but the vehicle kept going. A state trooper observed a sign indicating there was an explosive device on board. The vehicle finally stopped between the U.S. and Canadian ports of entry, and Holford was ordered out of the vehicle. Police say Holford then maneuvered the truck towards the Canadian port of entry. Corporal Eric Paquette shot at Holford, who was not injured, and then surrendered. He is charged with criminal threatening with a dangerous weapon, terrorizing with a dangerous weapon, terrorizing, passing a roadblock, failure to stop, and operating without a license.
All this only happened because I needed help and I wasn't getting it from authorities.
All right. Anything further?
No, I never had any dangerous weapon on me at all. There was never no bomb or nothing. There was never nothing dangerous. It was all just a lie for attention because I needed help.
Bail was set at $1,000 cash. Holford was also ordered not to leave the state of Maine and agreed to GPS monitoring. Holford's next court appearance is scheduled for September 5th.
Maine Capitol Police are still investigating an act of vandalism at the Maine Law Enforcement Memorial in Augusta. According to Maine State Police spokesperson Shannon Moss, an Augusta police officer noticed that vandalism while they were driving by the memorial at 3:50 a.m. Surveillance video confirmed the incident occurred 5 minutes prior. The person responsible for the vandalization allegedly spray painted that granite wall, which lists 88 officers who've died in the line of duty. Maine State Police Lieutenant Brian Harris says the incident is being felt throughout the city.
That impacts all of us. That is a memorial that is important to us. It's important to the community. It signifies sacrifices that whatever that organization is, whether it's Vietnam vets, whether it's us, it doesn't matter. That impacts all of us.
The investigation remains active and there is no one in custody at this time.
Starting next month, Maine State Police vehicles will don a new license plate. Our Matthew Jaroncic explains.
Every June, the Maine State Police and Troopers Foundation select a nonprofit organization to put on its specialty plates. This year, the organization chose Mothers Against Drunk Driving, better known as MAD.
I'm beyond excited and just so honored that they would select us to be their nonprofit of choice for the month of June.
The featured license plate will be on the front and back of each Maine State Police car. At the end of the month, officers can put their plate up for auction, with all proceeds benefiting the MAD organization. Wednesday morning's press conference featured MAD Board of Directors member Nicole Hutchinson and President Tess Rowland, who have both experienced losses of their own due to drunk driving incidents.
My mother got on the phone. She could barely talk, but all she got out were the words, "Darcy is dead."
Rowland says it's an extra special moment to see the organization represented on the state's police cars.
It's amazing to have this level of support, particularly in Maine. As you know, in this country right now, one person is losing their life every 39 minutes to this tragic crime. And these crashes are 100% preventable.
Representative Holly Stover is a strong advocate for supporting drunk driving victims. She's proposed a bill similar to Tennessee's Bentley's Law, which would, quote, order the defendant to pay restitution in the form of child maintenance to each of the victim's children until they've turned 18 years of age and or has graduated high school, end quote.
As a legislator, we can do much more to support victims and survivors. Today is an opportunity to address where we are right now and figure out new pathways and new ways that we can better address victims and survivors of these horrific crimes.
In Augusta, Matthew Juronsik, ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
Meanwhile, lawmakers and tribal members met Wednesday to discuss a bill that would restore access to a number of laws for Wabanaki nations. A public hearing was held for LD 2004, an act to restore access to federal laws beneficial to the Wabanaki nations. The Maine Indian Claims Act of 1980 keeps the 4 federally recognized tribes in Maine from accessing some laws, such as federal programs and funding that they say are beneficial to them. Tribal leaders spoke in favor of that bill.
We all have the same responsibilities to our citizens as any other government, and yet are forced to operate without crucial funding and authorities that every other tribal nation in the United States is afforded. The reality makes no sense.
The bill is sponsored by House Speaker Rachel Talbot Ross and is one of 22 other consensus recommendations that resulted from the 2019 Task Force on Changes to the Maine Indian Law Claims Settlement Implementing Act.
Local middle schoolers had the chance to check out a job fair to learn about all of the green jobs available in their area. Our Devin Dagnall has that story.
Well, we skipped school so we could go to this.
Piscataquis County Soil and Water District and Maine Tree Foundation have organized what they call their first green job fair. 6th graders from Piscataquis Environmental Educational Collaborative and 7th graders from Setamoka Middle School got a look at over 25 businesses and organizations that all had some type of involvement with the great outdoors.
As soon as we said, let's do a Green Jobs Fair, everyone has either said, why aren't we doing one? Or yes, when is it happening? So it's been really great to see everyone come together here for this.
The jobs showcased at the fair are all based in Piscataquis County, which means if any of the students found an interest in one of them, they could easily follow up down the road to start their career in a green job.
You know, everybody knows what a doctor and a lawyer is, but they don't necessarily know that they can work on a big piece of equipment or
play with frogs as they grow up.
Yeah, play with frogs or learn about farming or do some veterinary diagnostics. They don't really understand that these are options for them.
After the fair, it seems like some of the students already know exactly what they want to do with their futures.
I've always wanted to be in that kind of stuff. I wanted to go to the military and be like a police officer. So after I do the military, I might do a game warden. I like that.
In Dover Foxcroft, Devin Dagnall, ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, certainly a worthy profession there. And as it turns out, the Maine game wardens are hiring.
Yeah.
So get a move on there, son.
Yeah, seriously. Start that early training now.
Indeed, yes. Yeah. Get on that. All righty, well, let's go ahead and get a first check of our forecast and see what's coming our way weather-wise.
Hey, Beth and Peter, thank you. Happy Wednesday. Your first weather is brought to you by Webb's RV. Check out the spring and summer specials on RVs and campers. Don't forget, we have the sharpest pencil in town, and we, again, have great weather. 82 here in Bangor today, 66 for Bar Harbor, 88 Millinocket. Getting a little steamy out there. Even warmer tomorrow, near record high temperatures again tomorrow, with many of you getting into the low 90s. All right, so lots of clear skies out there today, lots of clear skies out there tonight. And then tomorrow, tomorrow, nothing but sunshine. There could be a couple late afternoon showers tomorrow. Most of us will stay dry, otherwise hot and steamy. And then things begin to change over the weekend as this system gets in here, most likely on Friday, with some rain showers Friday night into Saturday. Our forecast then tonight, though, is mostly clear skies and a bit warm out there, right? With low temperatures in the 50s. Your full forecast is coming up. Beth and Peter.
Wow, so a pretty warm overnight for us, and it sounds like that's going to be indicative of what's to come tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow is going to be a little steamy, as Jeff put it.
Indeed.
All
right.
righty.
Well, more to come on that, and coming up on ABC 7 News at 6, Bangor firefighters performed rescue training exercises in the public eye today. We'll take you there.
And a new group of service providers is working to address Bangor's homelessness crisis. Those stories and much more when ABC 7 News at 6 returns.
We open books. We open minds. We open up possibilities when we invest in their higher education. Invest in your child's bright future by opening a NextGen 529 account today. To learn more about NextGen 529, investment objectives, risks, and costs, read the program description available at nextgenforme.com. Check with your home state to learn if it offers tax or other benefits for investing in its own 529 plan.
Update your outdoor living space and make the most of your outdoor life with a new deck from Hammond Lumber Company. From wood to low-maintenance composite and PVC decking, Hammond has the materials, knowledge, and experience to help you get everything you need for that perfect new deck. Railing options include wood, composite, aluminum, and the modern look of cable railing. Your Hammond sales rep can answer any questions and will walk you through your options. Get the deck you want, the one you deserve, when you bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company.
Hey, Maine. How are you? Yes, you. How are you really? It's a question we rarely ask ourselves. But to Northern Light Health, how you are means a lot. So we're out here asking and encouraging you to ask the people in your life, starting with yourself. So ask away. Then connect with us at northernlighthealth.org/howareyu.
Come see us at R&K Variety in Hamden. R&K Variety is more than just a convenience store. With delicious homemade food made fresh daily, we offer hearty meals that don't break the bank. Whether it be our delicious chicken pot pie, our famous lasagna, or one of our savory soups, you can't go wrong at R&K Variety. Looking for a drink after work? R&K Variety is an agency liquor store with an impressive selection. R&K Variety, more than just a convenience store. We're your neighbor, chef, barista, and friend. Stop by today.
At Husson University, our primary goal is to help our students get ahead through academic programs with hands-on experience, by investing in specialized learning spaces with leading-edge technology, on-campus career fairs, and career guidance for life. Husson is how our students get ahead and launch successful careers, and we're with them every step of the way.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back. Members of the Bangor Fire Department took to the streets today to conduct routine training, which helps them prepare for the dangerous situations they face.
Part of our monthly training, we do tech rescue at least once a month, different activities. Today we were doing some low-angle rescue down here off of Harlow Street, simulating a victim down over the bank. Crews come in, they assess the scene, they package the patient, they set up rigging to bring the patient back up, and we do that a few times.
Assistant Fire Chief Chandler Corvo says although it's uncommon for them to face situations like today's exercise, it's important for crews to be prepared to handle any situation at any given time.
So this, this type of emergency doesn't happen often. It's what I would consider a low-frequency, high-risk event. So low frequency being we only maybe do it once or twice a year. High risk meaning that because we don't do it a lot, there's a lot of potential for things to go wrong. So we try to practice those monthly.
Corvo says this kind of training is open to the public, so if you see them out on the streets, feel free to check out what they're doing as long as you remain out of the way.
Well, Bangor police and public health officials have been on the front lines for months now, helping to find proper housing and fill other needs for the city's homeless population. Now they're being assisted by a new special team of caregivers. Our David Ledford tells us their story.
The Bangor Community Action Team is a new group of human service providers that patrol the city. The team often responds to wellness checks and are called to assist those who are homeless or living with mental health and substance use disorders. Bangor public health officials say it's the first of its kind in the state. The group was created by Bangor Police Chief Mark Hathaway to help alleviate the workload caused by calls that don't require a police presence and to provide a more appropriate response for certain calls.
In the past, if people were struggling, having the worst day of their life, a police officer would come up to them and try to work with them. And although they were doing an excellent job doing that, they still were in a police uniform. And to some people, that's very threatening.
The team is separate from the police, but will work with them. When a call comes into the police dispatch, the group will receive it on their radio if there is no risk of violence. If the situation escalates, officers can then be called. The team carries with them food and supplies to help meet the immediate needs of the people they encounter, but will also direct them to resources that provide long-term solutions. Rebecca Kirk, supervisor for the team, says that the group can offer those in need the time and connection that police officers may not be able to provide when dealing with emergency calls.
It isn't just about knocking on a door and saying, hey, are you in there? Yes, I'm fine. Okay, see you later. Right? It's about talking to somebody. Do you need food? Have you connected with a caseworker? Are there other resources that we can help give you access to? Do you need to make a doctor's appointment right now?
The city has asked that we do not identify team members to protect them in the field. One team member spoke about their experience with the program. They said, quote, "I joined this program to be that one person that cares about somebody that didn't think they had anybody that cared." End quote. In Bangor, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, great to see partnerships like that blossoming and just all these efforts taking place to help people who are most in need.
It really is a testament on multiple levels. It's, the city really caring and wanting to do something productive and compassionate about the homelessness situation. It also speaks to the police wanting to be a part of that solution, but understanding that their role is here, BCAT is here, and that middle ground, that's kind of the sweet spot where they can work together, but it's not always, within the realm of what they would consider police work. So it's innovation and thinking out of the box to address a serious problem.
Yeah, and also allowing police to focus on other things at the same time as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, still to come on ABC 7 News at 6. MDI boys tennis is heading into playoffs at the top of Class B North, looking to bring home some more hardware.
We will have that story coming right up.
Make this summer the summer of more fun and less worry with replacement windows from Renewal by Andersen. Now is the perfect time to call because we're having a Memorial Day sale with incredible savings on the most trusted family of window and patio door brands in America. Call for your free window diagnosis and begin your Renewal by Andersen signature service experience. A unique start-to-finish home improvement solution skillfully guided by Renewal by Andersen professionals who are the best at window replacement because it's the only thing we do. Renewal by Andersen, the better way to a better window.
You didn't live this strong, this long, to get put on the shelf like a porcelain doll. But 1 out of 2 women over 50 will suffer a fracture from osteoporosis. You should know you can build new bone with Evenity for postmenopausal women with osteoporosis at high risk for fracture. Ask your doctor if you can do more than just slowing down bone loss with Evenity. Want stronger bones? Then build new bone. Evenity can help in just 12 months. Evenity is proven to reduce spine fracture risk by 73%.
Evenity can increase risk of heart attack, stroke, or death from a cardiovascular problem. Do not take Evenity if you have low blood calcium or are allergic to it. Serious allergic reactions and low blood calcium have occurred. Tell your doctor about jawbone problems, as they have been reported with Evenity, or about pain in your hip, groin, or thigh, as unusual thigh bone fractures have occurred.
Don't let a break put you on a shelf. Talk to your doctor about building new bone with Evenity.
Hi, I'm Alice Seeger. Welcome to Belfast Fiber Arts. We provide hand-woven, hand-spun, knitted and quilted, upcycled clothes and art items for your home. We also feature weaving looms, spinning wheels, and supplies. We are a weaving studio and a maker space with a sewing lab and a textile research library. We offer classes, workshops, and study groups. So stop by and visit us at Belfast Fiber Arts. We're at 171 High Street in Belfast between the Colonial Theatre and the Beanbag Store. We look forward to seeing you.
You found the one. Peaks Hill Lodge in Denham. Beautiful outdoor and indoor weddings and events in a relaxed, rustic atmosphere. Dance the night away on our 1,100 square foot dance floor. Full service catering and cash bar. Peaks Hill Lodge. Contact us to schedule a tour and book your wedding today.
Tonight's Sports is brought to you by Herman Motor Company. Whether you're looking for a new vehicle or to have your current vehicle serviced or detailed, Herman Motor Company has it all.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. We're going to start over on MDI. The Trojans boys tennis team has been on a tear these past 2 seasons, losing just 1 regular season match over that stretch, and now they are heading into playoffs looking to repeat as regional champs.
MDI boys tennis is back at the top of Class B North, looking to get to the promised land once again.
We all are just motivated, like we're hungry and we want it.
Similar lineup. Similar players, but we've all just gotten better, just like last year, but improved.
After rattling off a perfect season in 2022 en route to a Northern Maine championship, the Trojans lost just 1 senior from their top 7, and that experience together has really paid off.
It's definitely nice. You know, there's always, I think that saved us some time, especially in the beginning of the season. We all already knew each other, and we already knew everyone's skill level, more or less.
Instead of just having to rebuild and redo things, we already know each other. We all already have a season together put behind us, so it feels really good to just be able to smoothly transition back into the season.
And while their success comes from hours of hard work out on the courts, it never really feels like hard work, and that love for the sport is really what's driving them.
Practice isn't really practice for us. It's just playing tennis, and we love to play. It's hard to have a bad energy when you're playing tennis with your friends. So when we like tennis and we like each other, so it's a good time.
In my opinion, if you have hard work and it feels really like hard work, it's hard. It's obviously, but if you have passion for the sport, it doesn't feel like hard work when you're doing it. It just feels like something you enjoy, which is really important. How is anybody going to compete with you if you do something you love versus something they don't really like to do?
But while it may seem like fun and games, they'd be lying if the defending champs said they weren't feeling any pressure heading into this postseason.
We really want to win, so there's a little bit more pressure than last year, I think. Also, there's just more expectation. I think that's another driving factor. It's not all relaxed. No.
There's definitely some pressure. I'm not going to lie. There's always a little bit, coming back into it as a top seed. But the most important thing you can do is just be okay, there's pressure, and then now what? Just accept it and move on.
So right now, the goal is pretty simple. Stay on the courts for as long as they possibly can.
My goal is just to play more tennis, and that means we have to win, so I'd like to win.
The Trojans earned a first-round bye, so they'll be in action in the semifinals on Thursday at home against 4th-ranked John Bapst, with a trip to Saturday's regional final at stake. That is all the time we have for sports. Here is Jeff Weller with your full 5-day forecast. Jeff?
Hey, Tyler, thank you. Your full weather is brought to you by Diversified Ink Tattoo Studio in Penobscot Plaza in Bangor. And okay, for us, let's talk about what a great day we've had today and yesterday. We're about to change this, though, in a way, because tomorrow is going to have near record high temperatures across the region tomorrow, followed by a good chance for showers and thunderstorms getting in here late tomorrow night, but more so on Friday into Saturday. There could be some locally heavy rainfall on the way. All right, so for today, 88 Millinocket, 82 here in Bangor, 66 in Bar Harbor. So near record high temperatures already today. Presque Isle at 90 earlier. But overall, we're going to heat it up again tomorrow with those near record high temperatures again tomorrow. Going for a high temperature tomorrow in Bangor of 93 is my forecasted high temperature. That's just not normal. It has to change, right? The atmosphere will correct itself over the weekend as we do have cooler temperatures on the way with some rain. Okay, so there still is that haze in the atmosphere, lots of fires going still across parts of Canada, and the winds generally go like this, taking that smoke this way, making for some gorgeous sunsets and sunrises, but there is that haze. Still, though, the air quality is good across our region. All the smoke is aloft right now, making those great sunsets out there. All right, the wind today out of the north, northwest, much of today, shifting, though, out of the south, southwest throughout the evening tonight, and then tomorrow out of the southwest as those warmer temperatures kind of move on in. Lots of clear skies, so high pressure is firmly in charge across the area now. High pressure is sinking air. It means good weather for us. That means a hot day for us tomorrow as the high begins to shift off to the east. You see that? This is the big area of high pressure right there. Around it, the air goes clockwise, so it's going like this, right? On the back side of this, so over here right now, that's going to move our direction. That's where the hottest temperatures are. That's likely going to be in our neck of the woods tomorrow. And then things begin to break down. Behind that, low pressure follows it, and that's going to be this system here, getting in here probably late tomorrow night, but more so on Friday into Saturday with some rain showers. All right, so we could use some rain. It looks like there could be a pretty good soaker on the way. We're talking Friday into Saturday. I know timing not fantastic there being Friday night, but overall some rainfall is needed, and it's definitely on the way after the near record high heat in the forecast for tomorrow. Our forecast tonight, though, is mostly clear skies, low temperatures or not so low temperatures down near 54 with a calm wind after midnight. For tomorrow, mostly sunny, near record high heat or record high heat tomorrow with high temperatures in the low 90s, except right along down east areas and coastal areas with that west breeze around 5. And then looking ahead, your 5-day forecast shows the heat tomorrow still kind of warm and steamy on Friday with thunder showers throughout the day, high of 85. But then things really change right. Here's Saturday, lots of clouds around 63. We're going to feel that, and a little bit warmer for us on Sunday into Monday of next week. Beth and Peter.
Oh boy.
I think that drop-off in temperatures is going to be very much welcomed.
Yeah,
after.
It's going to be a nice relief after a steamy one.
Indeed. Yeah.
Oy vey. All righty, well, still more to come. Stay with us.
Tonight's Stock Report is brought to you by Loring Outdoors. We are looking for committed workers to build one-of-a-kind pack baskets. Head on over to loringoutdoors.com.
Jamar Construction Products in Bangor continues to grow to meet our customers' needs, supplying products for site work contractors, concrete contractors, and survey and safety supplies. We are proud to be the local dealer for Hilti, Valley Blades, U.S. Fabrics, and Euclid Chemical, plus so much more. Stop by and see us at 1270 Hammond Street or give us a call at 907-4491. If you dig it, pour it, plow it, fasten it, lay it, or lift it, Jamar Construction Products can help you.
Mow, dig, haul. The BX Series subcompact tractor offers ultimate versatility with built-in quality and reliability, dedicated dealer support for an ownership experience and service that's second to none. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today. Get the BX 1880 tractor with loader and mower for payments starting at $227 plus save up to $800.
It's summer and the savings are heating up at the Furniture Gallery. Sofas starting at $399. Recliners starting at $299. Queen mattresses also starting at $299. Ashley, Flexsteel, Nectar, Restonic, and Serta. If it's in stock, it's yours to take home today. So what are you waiting for? The Furniture Gallery Summer Savings Sale is huge. Special financing is available. Support our Maine family-owned business and save money. Your best value is always at the Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, Newport, and North Windham.
Whenever Maine Wood Floors wants to know the weather, they log on to foxbangor.com. Whether you're searching to add beauty with a new hardwood floor or need to restore your old one, Maine Wood Floors is your hardwood flooring expert in Mid-Coast Maine.
Looking to haul a new piece of equipment? Homeowners or commercial, Coops Truck and Equipment has the right trailer for you. Coops is the largest dealer of truck flatbeds and hauler bodies in this state and can replace any old rusty bed or outfit, any new truck. Our full-service facility can modify all truck and trailers with steel and aluminum fabricators on duty. We are your go-to place for CM truck bodies, H&H trailers, and load trail trailers. For trailers, truck bodies, truck outfitting, and more, it's Coops.
Tonight, the debt deal with pushback on both sides.
It doesn't get everything everybody wanted.
Where it stands as lawmakers race to avoid default. More Americans turn to the most watched program on television. World News Tonight with David Muir.
Welcome back, and finally, they swoop, they dive, and now they've got a lot of commuters on guard. 2 peregrine falcons are watching over their nest on a 7th-story ledge at 100 South Wacker Drive in Chicago. But the building is warning people, pedestrians, beware. Peregrine falcons are protective parents, and a commuter was recently injured in an attack.
Just defend their chicks, and this is the period of time when the chicks are getting bigger. There's a lot invested in those chicks, and so they're going to be more aggressive.
Experts at the Field Museum say people just need to give the falcons some time and space. When those chicks get a little bigger this summer, mom and dad will start to cool down and relax. But definitely some protective parents there, and if you're planning a visit, it's something to think about.
Look up and give some space.
Yeah.
You know, it's interesting, too, because that is the nesting process and how protective they are of their chicks has a lot to do with why they close certain faces in natural spaces here, because you definitely don't want to disturb the nest, and you don't want to go toe-to-toe or beak-to-beak, whatever you want to call it, with a peregrine falcon parent. And that is a prime example of why and why you provide that space and that sanctity.
Yeah, and I can imagine, nesting in an area, a busy area like that, can just add to that stress for those parents.
Oh, for sure. So a cautionary tale there.
Indeed.
Alrighty, folks. Well, that is going to do it for us from everyone here at ABC7. Take care and have a great rest of your night.
Good night, everyone.